Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video on Solana. Your daily update. It's also a necessary update because it's not looking too great for Solana right now. And that's not necessarily Solana's fault, but what you can see right now is that Bitcoin is just very weak. Then if you look at the Bitcoin dominance, that's relatively bullish. So that means that the altcoin market is also quite weak. So that means that Solana at this point of time, and I think most of you can agree with me on this, is just bearish. All right. So what we're going to be talking about in this video is that, what's most likely to happen. What should you be prepared for? What should you consider for the price of Solana right now? We'll do a fundamental overview for Solana. That's also very important, also for the price in the short to medium term. And then we'll also, perhaps most importantly, and that's also the most fun to talk about, we'll talk about whether it's possible to actually get a reversal, right? Because right now you can see, if you just look at the technicals, basically since that lower high we made the 1st of April, we've been bearish, all right? We've been making lower highs. We were still kind of consolidating until last week, Friday. But then we had those crashes, drop down below 170. And since then we've been bearish, technically. All right. Now, if you look at the fundamentals for Solana right now, I would say that they're bearish as well. I don't think they're the worst. I mean, especially if you compare them to the results in the last, what can we say? If you compare this to the results in the last 3 months, I would say Solana is actually still doing quite well. Daily active addresses are not doing bad. Daily transactions are not the worst, especially, like I said, over the last 3 months, it's pretty average. And then if you look at the DEX volumes, those are average. The total value locked is also stable right here, even though it has dropped down. So fundamentally, I still think Solana can be big in the future. It's just that at this point of time, there's fundamentally no momentum behind Solana. And also technically, if we look at the open interest, there's not much going on for Solana. And this is not something against Solana. You can see it's dropping down here. Not something against Solana. It's just that the entire market is doing this. All right. There's just nothing bullish at this point of time, except for if you really zoom out. Like if you really zoom out, this is actually a perfect pullback, and could actually lead to a very good entry. But on the short term, which I usually focus on, this is just bearish. All right. So we have a bit of a support level right here at 128 and 130. I'd say it's most likely that we're going to fill this wick right here at 116, and just in general that support level, which you can see right here, around 115. At this point of time, it's most likely that the bearish structure and the bearish momentum that we see for Solana right now is going to continue. So that's what I think is most likely. And then from 115, I think that is going to be able to hold up the price. It depends a bit on Bitcoin, of course. I mean, if Bitcoin really turns very bearish, then Solana could also drop down lower. And then we have to start talking about levels like 100. It's a possibility, but for now, I think that level can hold. And the main thing to watch in order to actually get some sort of a reversal for Solana is just Bitcoin. All right. It's all about Bitcoin right now. The Bitcoin dominance has rallied up. The Bitcoin dominance is very, very high right now. It's not the highest it's been, but still very high. Most big cryptos and Solana as well, and I show you this every video, but Solana right now is correlated to Bitcoin for 97%. So it just depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can get a bullish breakout, if the open interest for Bitcoin starts to rally and starts to be bullish, then Solana can actually get a bullish breakout, and then we can rally. But until that point of time, we're just going to follow Bitcoin. And at this point of time, Bitcoin is bearish. So that's most likely. Keep your eyes. I mean, if you want to monitor one thing in order to actually spot a bullish Solana quickly, it's the open interest for Bitcoin. All right. If this starts to be bullish, if we start to see some sort of a rally, like, for example, this for Bitcoin, then Solana can also, due to the correlation, be a little bit more bullish. Until then, down is the main direction. All right. And like I said, I don't necessarily expect a major crash, but more bearish momentum than this, I do expect at this point of time. Those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.